Now, it might look like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I'm in beautiful Lancashire. London's about 170 miles away, Manchester 16 miles over there, and the sun is 93 million miles up there. 1 hour of sunlight could power everything that we need on the globe for 1 year. It's absolutely unbelievable. So why aren't we using more of it to power our homes? Well, many people believe that solar panels only work when the sun shines. Let's put that to the test. I'm George Clarke, and I'm taking on Scottish Power's Great Green Challenge. As their greener living ambassador, I'm going on a road trip across the country, in an EV of course, to meet people who've made the journey to greener living. I want to learn from them how to make that journey easier and more achievable for everyone. Why? Because 2/3 of people in the UK think that greener living is out of reach. My task is to prove that it's not, and maybe tackle a few myths along the way. I discovered my latest challenge back in Scotland. George, over 1/3 of people in the UK think that solar panels only work when it's sunny. Your challenge is to discover the truth and the true cost of solar. Challenge accepted. Now, if we're going to do this properly, I need to go to a place with reliably grey skies and cloudy days, like Bolton. I'm going to head there to meet Mark and his partner Amanda. Now, the drive is over 200 miles away from Edinburgh, so I'm going to take it nice and easy with a planned stopover just south of Penrith. Lancashire isn't exactly famous for its sunshine, but like most of the UK, it sees plenty of cloud cover, which makes it the perfect testing ground for solar panels in real British weather. Solar panels contain photovoltaic cells, which absorb energy from the sun and convert it into electricity, which can power everything in your home, from the washing machine to the kettle. It's a sustainable source of energy, which means no fossil fuels and very low levels of carbon. And it gives you more control, as you're generating your own electricity, as well as being less reliant on the grid. And here we are, Bolton, one of the boom towns of the Industrial Revolution. Mark and his partner Amanda have been customers of Scottish Power for over 10 years. They're both passionate advocates for sustainability. I want to find out how they've turned their passion into action, and whether grey skies can power solar panels. A very gloomy day, but your solar panels will still be working.
Absolutely, they will be, yeah.
Can we go inside?
Come on.
Going after you.
Come on.
Lovely house.
Thank you.
Beautiful house. Very snug and warm, and you need a bit of power because you've got 1 or 2 downlighters, I've noticed.
We've got a few, yes.
But thankfully, you've got solar panels on your roof. But before we get into that, Mark, you're a firefighter.
That's correct, George, yes.
Well done, sir.
Thank
You're
you
not
very
on
much.
call today, are you?
Fortunately not, no.
Your phone's not going to go off.
We're all good today, yeah.
You're not going to disappear
No, not
mid-chat.
today, no.
Good. Well done, mate.
Thank
you. Worthy cause. So how long have you been Scottish Power customers for?
Do you know what, George? It's been that long. I can't even remember how long it is. Yeah, it's been quite a number of years. To the point we're actually gold loyalty members of Scottish Power now. So it's been a good while. Yeah.
You've been with Scottish Power for that
Yeah,
long. You can't remember how many years.
It's a good while, yeah.
That's very good. Very loyal customers. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And tell me a little bit about family life and kids, and I suppose the amount of power that you use day to day.
Yeah, we've got 2 boys, 19 and 21. So as you can imagine, in every area of the house, there's chargers and everything.
Phones,
so
games,
yeah, phones, games,
Tablets,
consoles,
yeah.
tablets. You know, we have to have mega Wi-Fi as well. So to make
To be honest, it
everything right.
sounds like a typical family home, really.
Yeah, there's not just the 2 of us here all the time.
And it's obviously a home that's very much loved. I can see that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it seems like the investments you've made have been very sustainable and good. Is it a long-term home, forever home?
I would say so, yeah. We've invested a lot into the property, so we've no intentions of moving anytime soon, if at all. So, yeah, an investment in the solar panels was the right thing to do.
You've been looking into the battery storage, haven't you?
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
So you don't have a battery at the minute?
No, not at the
for your
moment,
solar?
no. When we had the solar panels installed 13 years ago, the technology for the battery storage wasn't actually really good at the time, so we didn't have it. But technology's moved on, and it's something we may possibly look at in the not too distant future.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Because you've got the panels up there, you're harnessing all of that wonderful daylight energy that's coming onto the roof of the house. To be able to tap into that and store it and then use it as and when you need it is great. And you're right, the battery technology's got so much better than it was back in the day when you had the installation done. That's the fantastic thing about solar. You've got the ability to sell it back to the grid or store it in a battery. Then your household can use it whenever you need it. Here's someone from Scottish Power to tell you more.
Thanks, George. Having a solar battery is a bit like storing sunshine for later. Any extra energy your panels generate during the day is stored and ready to use when you need it. For example, in the evening when you're cooking, charging devices, or just relaxing at home, you're more in control, relying less on the grid and could save money on your bills. And with the Smart Export Guarantee, or SEG, you can send any energy you've generated but not used back to the grid and get paid for it. Your smart meter tracks how much energy you export, and your energy supplier uses that information to pay you for each unit. And it all happens automatically. Back to you, George.
So was it about going green, or was it about saving money, or was it both? Be honest.
It was.
I think both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking after the environment and obviously reducing cost of bills.
Yeah, I mean, it's a win-win, isn't it?
Exactly.
When you look at it from that point of view.
Yeah.
So you took that initial, I think, pretty bold step 13 years ago. Are you noticing a big difference in terms of energy bills?
We did see it come down quite significantly, didn't we?
That's right, yeah.
In fact, when we had the roof done, we noticed that it was like half the price. wasn't it?
Yeah.
So hang on, just talk me through that. So you had the roof done fairly recently?
Yeah, it was only last year. We had to have a new roof, didn't we?
So we had a temporary removal of the solar panels. They were off for about 2 weeks in total.
Okay. So panels came off,
Panels had to
roof
come
came
off. Yeah.
New roof went back on, panels went back on.
Installed.
But you're saying you noticed a massive increase
In
your
that
bills?
2 week period, yes, we were monitoring the smart meter and we could see the difference massively. That obviously we didn't have the solar panels connected at the time.
And roughly how, like, was it kind of
It's half.
double the amount?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So it's half the cost when the panels are on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
To when you took them off, your
Yeah.
bills basically doubled.
Yeah, it was a real eye opener. So like I say, we knew we were saving, but that 2 weeks really highlighted the savings that we were making.
That just proves the advantage of solar panels on your roof, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, lovely to meet you both.
Thank you.
Thank you
Lovely
so
to meet
much.
you.
But before I go, Mark, can we pop outside, have a look at the panels?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go and have an
Let's
order,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Catch
all this
up to you in a
way.
bit.
Follow me.
Beautiful view.
Wonderful.
Mark, you're in a beautiful spot.
Well, thank you very much, George.
Do you know what? The front of the house is lovely, but I had absolutely no idea that you had all of this greenery and beauty at the back of the house.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's one of the reasons we bought the property.
And so which way you're facing, that's really important, isn't it, for solar gain on your house? Where's south?
Massively, yeah. So we have got a south-facing garden and we benefit from the sun pretty much all day when it's summer.
And you know what? Solar panels work on many different orientations of roof profiles, but you've got the dream
Absolutely,
orientation,
yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
Knowing that the sun comes up there, midday it's there,
Yeah.
and it's setting over there,
That's right, yeah.
and your solar panels are there, that's
Yeah.
a dream installation.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the reasons we went for the solar panels, yeah.
And I can't even see them from here.
No,
so
no.
discreet. More panels mean more electricity generated and a more efficient home overall. But it's not just about the number of panels or the time of year that determine the amount of energy you can produce. The size of the roof, the pitch and the direction it faces are important other factors. Now, the important thing to know is that solar panels work very well just in daylight, on a grey daylight today. You don't really need direct sun, do you?
That's right, yeah. There's a bit of a misconception, George, that people think that has to be a glorious day, but not at all. You know, it can be a day like this where it's a little bit overcast, a few clouds in the sky, but we're still getting free energy through the solar panel.
It's interesting, isn't it? It is a preconception.
Yeah.
Because everyone will say solar panels won't work on my house.
Yeah.
You know, I live up north.
Yeah.
It's always grey and cloudy, which
Yeah.
is not true either, by the way. We do have sunny days, but even on a day like this, it's still generating power.
That's correct, yeah.
It's fantastic, that.
Yeah,
What
no
would you
regrets.
say to anyone who was thinking about having a solar panel installed on their house?
Obviously do a little bit of research, but top and bottom is go for it. There's so many benefits, it's unbelievable.
No doubts about it.
No doubts about it.
But it's true, isn't it? It's a bit of a no-brainer.
Yeah, yeah. For me, if you can reduce your energy bills, why not have a go and get your solar panels fitted, yeah. So,
Well done, mate.
Yeah, cool.
Taking the steps to greener living. I love you for that.
Thank you very much, George.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
While Mark and Amanda retrofitted panels to their existing house to make it more sustainable, solar is no longer an afterthought. There are builders and developers all over the country who are fully integrating solar panels into their new build homes, and that makes it an architectural feature and energy essential. Solar panels don't rely on sunshine, just daylight, and we've got loads of that. So if you have them installed, you can reduce your carbon footprint, reduce your reliance on the grid, and if you've got the right export tariff, put a few quid in your pocket along the way. If that's not a win for going greener, I don't know what is. Looks like I'm off to Herefordshire.